There's this experience in video games that I like to call the grand reveal. You press a button and then wait a little bit, and then suddenly an otherworldly sight, a wonder to behold. EarthBound has a moment like this, and all it takes is to feed a guy some ketchup. Let's take a look. So this is the button pressing phase. This guy is starving and will take literally any consumable in the game. I'm gonna give him the double burger though, because I'm just that nice of a guy. And also because we'll get any gold that he finds in the mine. After that's done, the traffic jam is gone. I don't really know what caused that, but we can now walk to Fourside. All it takes is one more tunnel, a gorgeous bridge, butterfly, and one more tunnel actually. And here we are in Fourside. This place is awesome. This is EarthBound's grand reveal, a desert tunnel into a massive city with jolly music and so many fun things to do. I wanted to do it all, so I did. You can fight a car. Oh, and he does a lot of damage. Oh dear. First things first, I want to finish that contact lens quest. If we head into the bakery and go up to the second floor, we can find the legendary Panatella Giovanni that we've been searching for. And we can return his grandma's contact lens to him to receive heaps of gratitude and some special socks. But speaking of the bakery, they got some good goods here. I'm gonna buy a lucky sandwich because it heals a random amount of HP or PP, and I think that's funny. Now with some food in our stomachs, I want to check out the dinosaur museum because it's a dinosaur museum. This place is awesome. For 15 bucks, we can see dinosaur bones, and we get to have our picture taken in front of the dinosaur bones. How fun is that? There's also this massive department store that we can't go in right now, which is really lame. I hate this place. But to make up for it, we can go into this giant Monotoli building and say hi to some of the locals of extreme wealth. Unfortunately, him. Ooh la la. This is my poor old friend. What's your name? Pig's butt? No, Ness. Didn't you come here to beg me for some money? Ooh la la. Why does he keep saying that? Don't you recognize me? I'm Master Porky. Porky, get it? I'm now Gildegard Monotoli's partner, and I give him political and economic advice. I heard there were some ratty looking kids asking for Mr. Monotoli. Was that you, Ness? This isn't a place for the likes of you. Get out of here. Now, loser. Glad to see he's still himself. The other local isn't much friendlier. I'm glad he's happy though. See, isn't this place just so much fun? Speaking of fun though, there's a sign saying that EarthBound 2 is being planned for development. I can't wait for that one to come out. Okay, for real though, there are some seriously awesome set pieces in this town, and one of them is in the Tapala Theater. If we go ahead and buy a ticket, we can sit down in this very fancy theater and see some of EarthBound's most famous celebrities, including the Runaway 5, who look quite jolly, although they are stuck in another phony contract. Although we can't do much with them at the moment because it's time for another one of their awesome shows. I love this game so much, man. We can go ahead and talk to who appears to be some sort of manager, and she'll let us know that the band owes her $1 million. And it doesn't seem like they're able to do much. So once again, it is up to us to find some gold. So it seems like we're gonna have to put our fun in the city on pause. We are not entirely out of luck, because if you recall, the hungry man back in Dusty Dune said he would give us any gold that he might happen to find. And it certainly looks like they've made some progress. The digger says there are 5 big moles, and if we defeat them, he can go ahead and carry on. This area does indeed have a lot of enemies like the miner mentioned, but they're not honestly that tough. Most of them can be taken down with PSI Rockin'. Well, there actually aren't really any that can't, so yeah, that's pretty much our solution. So the easiest mole to get to, because it's pretty much a straight path, is the 3rd strongest mole of the 5, and he's really not that difficult either. We can go ahead and just bash with Ness, use freeze beta with Paula, and shoot with Jeff, and that's pretty much the only game plan we need. Oh, he has a power shield, never mind. And Paula's dead. Hold on. Okay, we're good. No! Stop. I take back everything I said. So the 3rd strongest is most definitely a threat. Let's go ahead and heal up Paula again. Jeff doesn't have anything that can get rid of a shield yet, so he's just kind of gonna sit here, I guess. I'll just have him defend for now. That seems to be the safest thing. And then Ness and Paula, I guess. Oh, that's it. So they do way more damage than I remembered, but they have way less health than I remember. So I guess our best bet is to just throw everything that Ness and Paula has at them, and then just leave Jeff in the corner, which I kind of feel bad about. I wish he could use his bottle rockets, but I fear that if he does, he will immediately die. Although I wonder if the mole will die before it has a chance to reflect it. I'm pretty curious now, and I kind of want to try. Why does Paula keep getting poisoned? So the second mole that I came across is actually the 3rd strongest mole. Assuming they're around the same strength, I really want to try out that bottle rocket thing, so I'm just gonna throw actually everything that we have and see how well this goes. Oh god, he went first. Yes! It works! That's actually huge. I have 1 more of those, so should I be in a tight situation, I should be able to get myself right out. Oh, wait, that's also huge. That's freeze. Gamma? That's Freeze Gamma. That does a ton of damage. Okay, we're totally fine. This is super easy now. So this third mold that I found falls between the second and fourth strongest masters, and I'd like to test out if that's true. Quick Rockin' Beta and a quick Freeze Gamma should make pretty quick work of him. And it sure did. So yeah, that seems pretty consistent. So this fourth mold that I found is truly the third strongest master of the whole. And to demonstrate his power of being third, I'm gonna defeat him in one turn. Yeah, third place sounds about right. So I've gotten 2 new defensive items in this dungeon. I got a platinum band and a coin of defense, both of which were being defended by the third strongest mold. And with both of those equipped, Paula's defense is now 92. This is way higher than my other 2 party members, and that is really ideal because 1, I'm tired of Paula dying. 2, Paula dying is pretty much the worst thing that can happen to this party. Especially with her having Freeze Omega now, she is our #1 damage dealer. And our #1 poison receiver, apparently. Oh lord. God, they're all so stupid looking. So this is the main threat of this dungeon. Luckily, the dungeon also gives you a bunch of bombs, which attacks an enemy and the 2 enemies left and right of it. And also we have some AoE PSI, so really these guys aren't that threatening at all. Not that I would expect them to be, but you never know with this game. And now we have a teddy bear that can tank all our blows for us. With all of this equipment plus some snotting, we are basically invincible. No. Wait. No, I didn't mean it to shoot. Crap. No. Oh, why do I say anything? Why do I stop paying attention is probably the better question. It's probably the thing that I should stop doing. Okay, well, we have our damage dealers at least. I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't really want to mess around anymore. I'm just gonna use Freeze Omega on all of these guys. 500 damage. Jeez. So the last one that I was struggling to find is actually just straight up from these guys. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, wait. There's a secret herb that revives somebody. What? What did I do wrong? Did I use it on Paula? Am I silly? What? I guess I'll just do what I've been doing normally. This 5th mold that I found is not the strongest, the 2nd strongest, the 4th strongest, or the weakest master. He is actually the 3rd strongest master of this whole, so I've run out of things to say. They're all the 3rd strongest. That's the joke. Go, Paula. We can go ahead and use an exit mouse to return us straight to the beginning of the dungeon, and with a quick exit and a quick photo while Jeff is dead, oh boy. The miner is very happy with our work, and we can just leave it to him and he'll find the gold for us. So we can go ahead and rest up and heal all of those that are alive currently. And on my way back to Fourside while I was trying to revive Jeff, a different miner appeared for us and says that unfortunately they didn't find any buried treasure. They did find a diamond though, and although this diamond is not gold, it might be worth almost just as much, and we can go all the way back to the Tapala Theater and buy another ticket, gosh darn it. And we can head back to the manager, show her the diamond, then show her the diamond from behind the counter, and yay! We're gonna pay with this diamond and rip up the contract and free Runaway 5 once again. And after they profusely apologize, we can go ahead and watch them one last time. Joining them for that performance was the famous singer known as Venus, and we'll be able to see her on her own later, but first, as the Runaway 5 implied, they might be able to help us meet Geldegard and Monotoli. And while I'm sure they would be very helpful, I can't help but be more excited about the reopening of the Fourside department store. This place is ginormous, and it allows us to upgrade our equipment, which may seem kind of pointless as we've already proved ourselves as the 3rd strongest man, but trust me, it'll be needed. And this is why. We just finished up a dungeon, but here's another one actually in Fourside this time, and this is one of the hardest in the game. With Paula gone, it's pretty much just up to Ness to take out all the enemies, and then up to Jeff to take out the boss. Luckily, there was a man selling some big bottle rockets, so we should be just fine with the boss. But the enemies that show up on the way there can be very, very brutal. Unless we get a green swirl like that. Oh, okay. It is a day of misremembering, I guess. And I guess no one spawns? Okay, there's some enemies. Oh, just the one though. The game is being very nice today. Why is this so easy? I did load up on teddy bears too, so they've been taking all of the damage, and although 2 of them have died, it's prevented us from taking any damage at all, so I think it's been pretty worth it. And here we are. That was way easier than I expected it to be. Here's the department store spook, and here's a big bottle rocket, and there goes the department store spook. That was the easiest Fourside department store I have ever done. The spook tells us that Paula's with Monotoli, so it's probably time for the Runaway 5 to help us out. Except I forgot that this town has a huge quest attached to it, and we're only about halfway done. I absolutely love Fourside, and honestly, it only gets better. If you want to see the other half, you can check that out here in the series playlist, but for now, farewell and have a fantastic day.